Welcome back to Tiana's World. I'm Tiana, and today I have a story time for you about how we left our luggage in the wrong room. So, in August of this year, my husband and I went on a cruise for our 1-year anniversary on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And we were so excited because this particular cruise was one of the ones that got canceled due to COVID, and we had to reschedule and reschedule. So we were super excited about going on this cruise because we had originally booked it years and years ago. So this is actually our 4th cruise since the restart. So it wasn't our first cruise, but we were still super excited just because it was on the Mardi Gras again, which we went on last year for our honeymoon. But this time we were gonna try the extended balcony for the first time. So it was me, my husband, and my daughter and her boyfriend. Hello. She's recording. Hello. We all drove down to Orlando and we got there in time, did all the onboarding. It actually went through pretty quickly considering we had to verify all of our COVID tests and vaccine cards and all that stuff. So I try to plan our onboarding time to be right about the same time when the cabins would be ready, which is typically 1:30. But this time we got through pretty early, so it was about 1 o'clock once we were actually walking on the ship.
See the safety boat, salute. There you go, guys.
So I still wanted to put my stuff down because I'm ready to have a good time and get this cruise going. So we go to the room and our room keys aren't there, which this is the first time for that, but no worries, whatever. We're gonna put our stuff down and keep it moving. So when we get there, we noticed the room setup was a little different. In this one, it was the bed first, then the couch, then the balcony. So I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was different because this time we were getting the extended balcony. And my husband, as soon as we get in the room, he goes straight to the balcony anyway. So he's looking around and I'm putting our stuff up in the closet so we can go. So before we left out of the room, I did speak to the room steward just to let him know, hey, we're gonna leave our stuff here. Is that okay? He says, yeah, cool, no problem. And we go. So first stop for me always is the Blue Iguana Cantina. Gotta get my tacos. And then my husband wanted Guy's Burgers. So we go, we eat, take in the scenery, and now it's time to drink because we got the drink package, but we can't use it because we don't have our room cards yet, and I left the boarding passes in my purse in the room. So we're heading back to the room to go get our room cards so we can really get this boat moving. We get to the room, our cars are there, perfect. We go in, my husband goes straight to the balcony, I go to the bathroom, and then when I come out, I'm looking around like, this is not the same room. The layout is different. It's exactly how it was on our honeymoon cruise last year, where it's the couch first, then the bed, then the balcony. So now I'm like, I still opened the closet anyway, praying that I was just confused and our stuff would be in there, but it wasn't. So now I'm freaking out because I have no idea where we could have left our stuff because I knew our room number was 10354. So I don't know where I would have stopped or how I could have stopped and put our stuff in a different room. So I'm panicking, I'm looking for the room steward, can't find him, so I call housekeeping. And they're saying they can't help me unless I know exactly where we left the stuff. Like, what room did we leave our stuff in? I don't know. So my husband, because he's looking on the balcony, he can tell that the room that we left our stuff in was further back on the ship. So in my mind, I'm trying to think, and Usually when I book our cruises, I'm a little weird. My favorite number is 4, so I try to make sure that the number 4 is in our room number if possible. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I wouldn't have stopped unless I saw like the 5-4. So the only other option going back towards the back of the ship was 10-4-5-4. So we tell housekeeping, we left it in 10-4-5-4. Can you please send someone to help us get our stuff back? Because this is our carry-on luggage, my purse, our passports, my laptop. Like, I need this stuff back ASAP. Plus, I don't want the other person or people in that room to find our stuff and go through it. Like, I don't even know. It was all kind of stuff going through my mind. So they send somebody up. They sent one of the housekeeping managers. His name was Paul. Hey, Paul. And he was so nice. He was willing to help. We walked down to the other room and he was like, before I open this door, you got to make sure that this is where you left your stuff. And luckily, the people who were in that room hadn't been there yet because their room keys were still there. So Paul opens the door and it was like time stood still. My husband walks in and he opens the closet and thank God our stuff was there. So we thank Paul, we get back to our room, and when we get back to our room, our other luggage is there. So we're able to shower, change clothes, and get ready and go get that drink that we desperately need at this point. And of course, I had to admit that I was wrong because it was all my fault because I'm always the one that leads us to the room. So this one was on me. Because I don't even know how that happened. Definitely was too excited and too ready to get on this cruise. So that is my crazy cruise story. That is a first one for us. Key things here is now definitely not going to the room before 1:30. And if for whatever reason we do, make sure that you're at the right room and that your room key is there. But if you have a crazy cruise story, definitely let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it.